So, this will be part probably 2 of my gameplay of Remains of Edith Finch. So, I might try getting the platinum on this, but I'm more trying to play it quick and listen. So I found on Google what's supposed to be the saddest games of all time, and I'm going to try and beat all of those games without crying, and all challenges do have consequences if I can't do it, and
a lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
My consequence if I can't beat all the saddest games without crying is I have to watch the entirety of my life with the Walter
I lived
boys.
here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Hopefully I just don't feel emotion for these games, because it's like 5 or 6 games I have to beat.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
See, I don't really know what
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
It's really short and also really sad.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
So I guess
maybe she thought I'd know, or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
What mystery? Wait a minute, press that. Controls are odd. Triangle is pause. R1 is interact. I don't think I can sprint.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Game of there's 12 trophies and all of them are common, so I think I might try and get the platinum. I also heard it only takes 3 hours around.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
So, this game cost $20 on PlayStation Store, but I had enough allowance, so my mom let me get it.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Big house.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I wonder why. I mean, it is kind of creepy looking house. I think that might be.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Like a horror game. It's giving me those vibes.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
It almost gives BioShock vibes, I feel like. I think it's just the art style and the first person, but...
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
I feel like I'm
It was like a
Bioshock.
bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
So I do believe one of the trophies is looking all the people.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay, so Edith, I think she's the one from the game. His name.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
It's just a bathroom, I think. It's with all the privacy. Well, I mean, not like that, of course. Bathrooms should have privacy, but why would it be sealed? How dare.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
And she died when she was 10.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Well, I almost bought that book today, but I settled with Robin Hood instead. I'm
Turns
trying to
out,
collect all
my
the
mom was really
Papermill
good at
Press
keeping
classics.
secrets.
So far, Three Musketeers, Robin Hood, and Treasure Island.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been
Try
afraid
and
of.
collect and read all of them. I haven't actually finished one of them. I've started Treasure Island and Three Musketeers, though.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Oh, I thought that was like a ski mask. Kitty!
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
This is getting kind of creepy.
I grew up looking at Molly's room. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's kind of weird. You have your gerbils have its own bedroom, but also give it a tiny cage.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Where am I supposed to go? Can I climb? Like Spider-Man? Here. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without
Get some
dinner.
nasal spray.
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ew. Probably died.
Mom,
She got
can I
sick
come
from
out
the
now?
gerbil food.
Sweetheart,
Oh.
it's late. Go to sleep.
She's not allowed out. Like, she's walking home. Is that legal? I mean, it's the 1947. But I feel like that's some sort of. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but. What's in my way? Oh, one of those rocking horses. Can I? Oh,
I kept eating and eating.
what? I mean, toothpaste is. Okay, that's a little too much toothpaste. Oh, is she just gonna keep eating it? Why don't you put it back?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Probably why she died in 1947. Aren't those things usually made out of foam? Like foam mistletoe? So
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
gerbil food, toothpaste, and mistletoe berries.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
She'd be upset and start and just bites its head off.
And suddenly,
She
I was a cat.
Good. That took a weird turn.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Stray. She's so hungry that she'll turn into a cat just so she can eat a bird. That's weird. She has to understand she can't eat everything. It is cute that she's purring though. Kitten. Not gonna do anything, birdie, other than eat you. So I think this game is more story driven. I don't think there's like a way to die in it. So I don't think I really rage quit unless I just get lost or don't understand what to do.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Dang, she just really is hungry.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore.
What?
All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Is this not the first time she's turned into a cat?
I gobbled her up,
Oh.
and suddenly I was an owl.
Maybe it was her imagination
First,
that she
all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I think I was playing Vixen, the video game. Honestly, there's probably only like 2 people that understood that
Rabbits.
joke. Vixen is
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one
Basically,
bit.
the girl version of
Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Yay!
She was almost too big to carry.
That's one of 12
I started choking, but I couldn't
Great owl.
stop eating.
That's for getting 2 rabbits and 2
And
swifties.
suddenly, I was a shark.
I think there was something in that mistletoe. Or that toothpaste.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Baby shark doo 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 doo.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Why is this girl so hungry?
tasted really good.
This one needs to be studied. I think she's a psychopath.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
And I'm an octopus now.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
And all this because she had the midnight munchies.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. Passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
one path, so I can't really get lost.
I got closer and closer.
Is this her room? Guess never tried that torchlight yet.
All my stomach started growling.
Octopuses have more than one stomach.
And suddenly, I was me again.
Oh,
I held my
you're
breath
sleeping.
for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
So she ate herself. Is this a horror game? I'm starting to think it is.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Wait, so did I miss something? Because I have seen
I can't
this
describe it, but
one clip
I
from
felt
this
like some
game.
part of Molly
I'm
was still
just gonna
here.
call it the swing scene. And I thought it happened at the really beginning. But the game was downloading while I was doing something else. So maybe it like auto started and I missed that part. Wait, is that food? I swear it's freaking me out. I swear, am I gonna turn into a cat?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I'm gonna Google when does this actually. So I am gonna just check when the swing scene happens. But so this game has been pretty fun. What Remains of Edith Finch gameplay? Does the swing scene happen at the beginning? Sorry if you guys are getting kind of bored. I'm just trying. No, it don't. Okay. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Actually, 1 second. So, yeah. I'm gonna keep playing. About 36 minutes before the video auto cuts off.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
What's it called?
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Artist. Just write something down in like seconds.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, She could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. Even in her 90s,
Yeah, I think that's
sometimes
another
Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
I'm surprised Molly
The only trace
didn't
Grandpa Sam's
show up
first
and
wife
start
Kay left on the
chugging
house was the
toothpaste
pink
over here.
bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Actually, doesn't look like there is any toothpaste. Molly probably drank it all. And all the soap too. That looks pretty empty. What? Why is there bleach in there?
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
This reminds me of this one, like,
I hadn't
you
thought
know
of myself as Edith
Netflix
Jr. for a
games?
long,
This kind of
long
reminds me
time.
of one of them. I forget what it's called though.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
It's getting some pretty good graphics for, I think, 2017.
Louis died a week before we left.
I mean, there are games that
but
are older
Edie
that
had
have
already
better
started to
graphics, but I'm
memorialize
pretty sure
him.
this is an indie game, which is pretty cool. Opposed to like Arkham Knight, which is like a big company and has like the same graphics as this. Maybe a little better. But I feel like there's like indie games that have like such the best, not such the best, not that's grammatically correct, but they have like the best graphics for some reason. I feel like I like indie games.
There's a
they're so
secret
fun
in
to
this
play.
bathroom. It's in the last place you would look.
Like those have the best stories. I don't know if this is an indie game, but it does.
It isn't
give
in the
off
cupboard.
indie vibes.
It's hidden in this book.
Is this the Winchester Mystery House?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
It ran away already. Like, how is she so brave? Especially doing this alone. I need like people with me to be brave enough to do this. And even then, I'd be scared.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Oh, this is cool.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Do I have to make him swing?
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did.
I've seen clips of this on YouTube Shorts.
At Barbara's funeral,
I know.
we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin
Whose
always
idea was
wanted to
put
fly.
a tree swing right here. I mean, I get the view, but like,
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's
put
ready!
it a little further back.
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Don't you make it? I don't know. All I remember, like YouTube Shorts.
Maybe
always
if I hadn't said that.
right before the thing happens, I'm pretty sure like he gets impaled on the moon.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. And maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
I feel like that was an accomplice. It was an accomplice to murder.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar.
I know.
When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Wanted to move those joysticks back and forth so he could perish. This is a fire setup.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I mean, judging by how much Millie was hungry, I don't think she's fitting through these passages. She's for real eating gerbil food and toothpaste.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
That ate everything. So, did I beat the game? No, I'm just kidding, I know I did, but like...
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Hey, at least you got fame in the family.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
This looks like that one door from the Winchester Mystery House, where the stairs just lead up to a ceiling. Is this game like, I feel like this game has to be at least like loosely based off of it. The Winchester Mystery House. There's no way it's not.
Edie told me.
Wait 1 second. It's my mom telling me good night, and she loves me. Yeah, I guess it is already almost 10 o'clock.
He wants that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
So this is probably the most
My
haunted
mom wasn't much of an
library.
optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Why is it shining? It's just, I guess, wherever it goes. Oh, I can't go in there. I'm supposed to be upstairs. What's that?
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Kind of lost right now. Maybe I do have to go into here. What's happening? Nope. There's like a hole in the wall. Tried like a flashlight in this game. That doesn't really look like Molly's room from when I was in it. Actually, maybe that wasn't Molly. Maybe I've been making fun of Molly this whole time when really it was somebody else. But no, she said like she died in 1947 in Molly's part. And she got eaten by herself as an octopus in 1947. Where did I even come from? I like went to a secret passageway and got brought back to the library. Where even was the secret passage? Hold on guys, I'm gonna see where to go after learning this kid's name. Calvin, I think. Where to go after learning Calvin Finch's story and what remains of Edith Finch. With a bookcase. Which bookcase? Oh. I am not the brightest. Well, actually, I am. I'm not trying
Growing
to
up,
brag or anything,
I always
but
thought of Barbara as a child star.
I do get 8th grade scores and 6th grade tests. Can I interact? Comic book.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
What the Halloween music? After my video gets copyrighted.
She found Rick's
Yes,
crutch
this music.
and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then
Yeah, I took
act
my video
furious.
of it, like,
All I'm getting from you now is
taken
that
down
you're
or
hurt
something, 'cause the
and
music-
confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I think it's cool getting to like walk around in a comic book. The music stopped playing, so I might be able to get taken down.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And the truth was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
He's gonna be right there.
The hook listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Ready for a jump scare?
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
This is like mixing 3 different scary stories.
Oh dear.
When a stranger calls the hook hand man or something.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come
And she probably just beat up some poor man
And she
trying
saw
to
what
prank her.
kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was
They were
going to
innocent.
be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Get out. Of course it's a gear. Of course.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
So that's why that part of the railing is kind of broken. I mean, I guess overall the whole feeling of this game has been kind of sad. I wonder if it's possible to do that at the beginning of the game.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
That's not that literally gets you there.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Next time it saves him.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
So lately, I've been watching One Piece. Is one of my friends who really
Even a monster on the other side of the
I have a
door
lot of
starts to
friends
feel
that
normal.
I have two friends that really
Almost
like it,
friendly.
and one kid who, I don't know, I haven't really talked to him since 5th grade. I don't know if we're friends anymore. I mean, we never really, not became friends anymore.
And then one day, everything just
But, so, well, there's one that,
stopped.
There's one that, is currently watching the cartoon
Whatever that
show,
thing
and
was,
it's on, episode 400.
it was gone.
And he told me I should watch
Maybe
it.
you got
And
tired
I
of
was on
waiting.
episode 8 for the longest time.
Or maybe I
was
just
like,
got
not
tired of
watching
being
any
afraid.
anime. I was on episode 8 for the longest time because I was just watching other stuff, but now I'm watching it. And I'm on episode 19.
It's been a week now, the
And it's
longest
pretty good
in
so
30
far.
years.
I've seen the live action show and I'm excited for
I'm
season
done
2.
waiting.
And also, I do have
I have to leave.
the
Well, I still can.
Buggies, circus tent Lego set, and the, whatchamacallit, the Romance Dawn set. And they're pretty fun builds. Buggy the Circus Tent is, Buggy the Clown Circus Tent is way cooler, because it's bigger, but both of them, I'd say you guys should build if you can, if you can, afford them, or, One Piece.
I know
And
it's
then
out
there's,
there
a
somewhere.
$300 one that I want for Christmas, but I don't think I'm gonna get it since it's so expensive.
Whatever killed Barbara
And if I do get it, it'd be the only thing I get from my
and Molly
mom.
and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Yeah, 6 months before the video.
I don't mind if I
auto
only have
cuts
a year
off.
left,
So,
or a month, or a single week.
hopefully this
I'd be happy if one of
flashback
them
ends
did.
rather fast, because then it will save probably.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Okay, that's sad. So yeah, the game's pretty sad now. Killed himself. It's quite
Walter
sad.
died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
I haven't cried yet.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
That part was kind of starting to get close to me crying though. It's just saving. Probably when I get done here I'll save. Usually when I enter a new area it saves.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Saves.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
2 could be the second one.
and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Well, let's really die.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
So, I have a theory for what's gonna happen at the end of the game.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Might have just been proved.
But I thought you should
that
know about
line.
your family.
Oh. Actually, I think my theory's been proved.
And the
wrong by
history
what you
you're a
just
part
said.
of.
Because I thought she was gonna,
Though to be honest,
can't
I feel as
exactly
lost as
say
you
it
probably
on
do right
YouTube.
now.
But you probably know what I mean.
I think the people in these stories believed
But I
them,
thought she was gonna.
for what that's
But
worth.
then when she mentioned, well, it sounds like she probably is a kid. When she said that, it made me think she probably won't do what I was originally thinking she was gonna do at the end of the game. Because when she said it would be better, maybe it'd be better if all these stories died with me, I thought she meant she was gonna.
And when you look at the house, had that
Hopefully
history of
you know what I'm
imagination
getting at.
and stubbornness
I
and
don't think I'm allowed to
madness,
say it on YouTube, and I'm not gonna say
any of it
like,
seems possible.
Live, because that's just why I just said it. But I'm not gonna say it like most YouTubers say instead of it, because like they don't want to get in trouble. That's the wrong way. Video's gonna auto cut off pretty soon. I should probably like end the video pretty soon too.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
This seems like it's getting close to the end.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Did I just come from here? No.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
It's a decent
3 of the
movie,
gerbils were
Pet
mine,
Cemetery.
and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now.
Okay, now it's kind of a cliffhanger, but I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. Bye.